Hey, how are you? I'm SliceofOtaku, and today I want to talk to you about Aquamarine's true powers. Now, Aquamarine, unlike other foes that the Crystal Gems have faced in the past, is not exactly a powerhouse. And I think that's straight up because she's not designed for combat. Her purpose is very different, but also very important. And that's why she's so high up in Gem Society. Now, for the longest time, I have equated Blue Diamond's court to intelligence and information gathering, and Aquamarine definitely fits this mold, especially because she notes her memory to be perfect. And really, amongst a species of immortal gems, that doesn't sound like all that much. That alone is not enough to warrant significance for this character. So I believe it is the access to said perfect memory that makes this gem so important. Being able to upload and archive acquired information is very threatening. And I would assume that this sort of upload would look similar to when Pearl attempted to steer the ship in the episode Jailbreak. And let's all remember that Homeworld is a conquest-based society. They conquer various foreign planetoids on a regular basis. And so they've created a sort of system, a sequence of events that they follow in order to conquer these various planetoids. And for reference, let's consider the hypothetical conquest of Earth. First comes the discovery of this planet. Next would be the acquisition of information, understanding the planet that you plan on invading, assessing the potential threat levels of both the environment and the current life forms on the planet. And in the case of Earth, an Aquamarine would note that the humans are of no concern. They aren't at a state of technological advancement that would pose a threat to Homeworld. And now with this planet noted to be an easy conquest, they would then go on to reconstruction, otherwise known as terraforming, which is the introduction of gems such as lapis or bismuth, who would create and change the environment to Homeworld's liking, preparing it to become a proper colony. But because of the assessment of an Aquamarine that deemed this to be a non-threatening environment, there was no need for a gem such as a sapphire to predict the outcome of combative scenarios. And because of this, there was no sapphire to predict Rose Quartz rebellion. And so because of this process that is essentially dependent on the assessment of an Aquamarine, Rose Quartz was then able to deem the most opportune time to stage her rebellion, using Homeworld's complacency against itself. This is a brilliant strategy that made use of a hole created by Homeworld's very system of operations. And this explains why Pearl and Garnet were so freaked out by the mention of an Aquamarine. It's not that she's some crazy powerhouse that would just obliterate them, it's that she's the precursor to a Homeworld invasion. Because they were once a part of the Homeworld system, they know how things go. Once you put an Aquamarine on a planet, that means that you are ready to take over. And the Crystal Gems know well that they are not ready for another round. And I also believe that Aquamarine's design plays a role in all of this. When analyzing her stature, we can see that she is small and she can fly. Now, being small can keep her out of sight, and her ability to fly keeps her out of reach, allows her to cover long distances in a short amount of time, and allows for a better overview of various areas. When it comes to her weapon, she has a wand that can repel and move various things. And so if she were to come in contact with hostiles on her mission, she'd be able to repel them and stay out of harm's way because her information is very important. And so the Diamond sent Aquamarine on this mission to abduct the humans because it seemed to be one based on intelligence gathering. Because from Homeworld's perspective, they'd have to gather multiple different subspecies of humans, with some possibly being rare, and the acquiring of that may not be the easiest task. So sending a gem known for gathering information, one who could do so before the expected emergence of the cluster, was important to them. And so there you have it, people. Aquamarine's incredible, indispensable true power. Make sure you guys let me know what you think about this theory in the comments, because after figuring this out, I can understand why Aquamarine is so confident. And by the way, my New York dialect may cause me to pronounce Aquamarine as Aquamarine when I'm speaking, just normally and fast. And that happened a lot in the last video, but with this one, I tried my best to consciously say Aquamarine because I can speak It's just that I don't really see it as a big deal. I mean, God forbid I had an accent, right? But some of you guys let me know, so in this video, I tried my best, okay? If I slipped up, well, it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching and have an awesome day. I love you.